The best part of waking up is a coffee and then a shit. Yeah. So, what the hell's Apple thinking? Like, really, what the hell's Apple thinking? I just realized here, I didn't watch the keynote on Apple because I could give a fuck about their technology. This has brought to my attention that on the new MacBook Pro, they've removed the USB port, they removed the display port, they removed the Mag's charging port, they removed pretty much all the ports on the side of the damn thing, and removed the SD card reader, because a lot of people do use that, and replaced it with 4 USB-C ports. Now, yes, you can charge the device through a USB-C, and you wouldn't have to worry about what port to use, because theoretically you can use any one of them. But what the fuck? Like, what about those people who are using, like, oh, it's not back there anymore, the Canon cameras, or, like, using any form of camera that needs a USB wire going to it, or people who film with their camcorder, take the SD card out and slap it into their computers. You just alienated those people. Now they got to go out and buy an extra accessory, which, I'm sure Apple sells for a large amount of money. Oh, why include a card reader when you can just buy an extra card reader for $60 off apple.ca? Come on down, get your USB-C card reader today. Just another accessory with a shitty wire off of it that Apple frigged up that's just going to get ruined in about 3 months that you're going to have to replace anyway. Fucking stupid company. And yet so many people out there will support them by going, this is the most innovative idea ever. Who needs a bunch of stuff hanging off the side of the computer? That's just more dirt and debris that can get in there. Because that's what the guy on the stage of the keynote said. Therefore, I'm going to believe everything he said because he works for Apple and I want to have a Starbucks. You know, if people would just not believe everything that these Apple dicks say, it'd be okay. But Adam, they added a touch bar to the MacBook Pro that you can customize and make a fucking who cares. It's been done in the past and it was a failboat then. But now it's going to succeed because some friggin' turtleneck at Apple put it on screen and was like, oh my god, it's innovative, it's the fastest thing ever, it's the most versatile computer ever on the world because Apple. And everybody's going to be like, oh my god, he's right, because Apple. Fuck, the only reason why Apple exists and is so friggin' successful is not because they got good products. It's because they got the biggest fucking sheep consumers ever known to man. It just seems like they're spiraling backwards, right? Like, the iPhone 7, they removed the headphone jack in favor of making it thinner. The MacBooks and Mac Airs, well, they've always been like that, but the MacBooks and the iMacs and the Mac Minis of 2014 was it? The last revision? 2015? Or was it last year, 2006? Anyway, the last revision, they went and soldered the processor and RAM to the motherboard, so in favor of not having an upgradable, they basically made it so that everything was soldered to the board for what they said, zero latency friggin' access. So, fucking what? No, you did that so people have to buy your RAM at an expensive rate. So if they want an 8 gig Mac Mini or a 16 gig Mac Mini, they gotta pay Apple's outrageous price for RAM that they could buy cheap off of Newegg. Same fucking shit that they could fire into these damn things and get working. But no, Apple's got to be the profiteering glutton that it is and figure out a way. How can we force people to buy our overpriced Hyundai RAM? Oh, I know. We will solder it to the board and people will be like, that's so innovative because they're a bunch of dumb fucking sheep. Ugh, I tell you. People just need to quit buying their products. Maybe then they'd smarten up, but I don't know, maybe on the next MacBook, what they'll probably do is they'll probably like remove the screen. Yeah, you don't need a screen to see what you're typing. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the screen and keyboard. Make it lighter. Anyway, people, it's that time of day where I gotta get off to work and go put in my time. 11-hour day today, 11-hour day tomorrow, and Sunday's a weekday. It's a light shift on Sunday, and then 3 more days off. But if the weather's like this, where it's all snowy and cold, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do outside. And just feed the animals here. Let them get their noms. And the cat's good. Plenty of food in her bowl. It's just all towards the edges. Alright, let's saddle up, saddle in. We're going to do a rolling vlog today. Alright, people. Let's get off to work. It looks like that parking on the side of the road shit's probably coming to a very bitter end soon. Mainly due to the fact that the snow plows are going to have to start coming out, which they're calling for more snow today, later on tonight. Not like a lot, but oh yeah, just fucking drive right in front of me, bud. It's cool. But Yeah, they're calling for a little bit of snow tonight. Pretty much what we got on the ground now, probably again, or what we got yesterday anyway. But yeah, it's kind of exciting. Winter's coming. Fuck winter, eh? Wearing my spring jacket. I left it in the car. Left it in there since last year. Went into work and didn't need it, so I just threw it in the back seat. And if it got cold again, I'd put it back on, but kind of forgot to bring it in the house. Something I gotta do is get my winter jacket, clean all the cat fur off of it, because I noticed the cat knocked it down out of the closet. I've been going in there and sleeping. She better not have pissed all over it. Swear to Christ. Fucking killer. Been doing some research. I was always wondering about that VR system you can buy. You know the one, if you plug your phone into it, you know, those like Google Cardboard or fucking Galaxy VR or Samsung VR or whatever the hell it's called, where you take your phone, you put it in VR mode, and then you slide it into the headset and you put it on your head, and you can watch movies, and there's video games in VR and shit on the phone, and works pretty good. Works pretty good from what I've told. I haven't tried it myself. Well, I did some research last night because I was always curious, what can you really do with cell phone VR? Like, is there any application beyond just using it for your phone? And just like, remember that program, Track No IR, that I showed you guys a while back? It allows you to do motion tracking with the webcam rather than needing a Track IR system, which is very, very expensive. Well, there's a program out that actually allows you to use your cell phone as a tracker for your VR system, as a wireless VR headset, PC gaming. There's a bit of fuck goofery you gotta do to make it work. Like, you gotta run the games at 1024 by 768 or any other 4x3 letterbox format, but you can easily do it and use your cell phone as a VR helmet to look around. I thought that was kind of cool, so I hopped on one of the sites that I go to last night, found a cheap headset. They got them for 20 bucks. It's just like you slide your phone into it and it sticks on your head. So it's basically a pair of swimming goggles with a phone attachment onto it, if you will. Well, it's got some lens inside of it, some focal points, and a clickable button. And the reason why I went with the model that I did is because it said right on it the Zenfone 2 works flawlessly with it. And a lot of them, the Zenfone 2 didn't work with it for some reason. Why, I don't know. So I figured, you know what, fuck it, let's give it a try. So I got that there and I installed all the software on my computer and on my phone. And I did a test run on my phone without using the glass with Euro Truck Simulator. Dude, it worked perfectly. I could play Euro Truck Simulator with a VR helmet with my cell phone over the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Quality of the video is pretty decent. Mind you, 1024 by 768. I was able to sit in the truck and move around and look at all the aspects of the truck. So like if I'm playing Euro Truck on PC, I could just use my cell phone to be my headset and not have to use the mouse to look around. I can just move my head around. That's friggin' awesome. Probably the only style of game I'd ever use it for. Playing a first-person shooter like that would be kind of brutal, unless you had the proper setup, like how they do it on computer right now through Vive, where you're looking around, but you actually got to aim your gun with those 2 wands. That would be a different story. That'd be more probable. But playing like Battlefield 1, where you look to aim, so you're now using your head to look around and aim instead of a mouse, and you're just keyboard running like WASD to move around, and using your head to aim, that would be awkward as shit in my mind. Mind you, some people probably do it and do it with great accuracy, so hey, if it works for you, man, by all means, give her. I know my buddy, back in the day, he used to, we used to play Quake 2 on our old Pentium 2 laptops, and I was a mouse keyboard guy. He was you guys know IBM ThinkPads or Lenovo ThinkPads, how they have that little eraser head in the middle of the keyboard, that's your mouse. Well, he would use that to play, and he was actually really, really good with that little nipple fucking mouse thing that he'd get tons of kills. And then later on, he upgraded his laptop to a Dell, and it had a touchpad, and then he had to learn how to use a mouse because touchpad sniping's a pain in the ass. He did pretty good with the nipple. I personally never liked that style of mouse. I was more of a touchpad warrior kind of guy. Like, I thought the touchpad was the best mouse that ever came out on a laptop. Trackball was horrible when they had that on the laptop. Tiny little unforgiving trackball that had its DPI set way too low. But yeah, using your cell phone to play VR games on PC. Because there was a thing on the on CNET talking about how Microsoft and Asus and Acer and all these companies are coming out with VR helmets for 2017. that aren't going to use, like HTC Vive has a 4-channel camera system to get your position. Well, these ones aren't going to use that. They're going to try and get around it. Well, fucking cell phones are already doing it, boys, so the technology exists. Just got to implement it, and you're good to go. And especially because they're thinking about offering theirs at like a lower, because like Vive right now is $1,100. They're thinking like a $500 headset. Acer's probably going to be $400 because they love to cut the corners and make it cheap. $500 for a headset that can play games is not that bad of a deal. Seeing how you're thinking, well, fuck, just use your cell phone. Problem is you have to have a good cell phone to do it, right? And a lot of people out there are probably running like the shitty Samsungs or like low-end Blues and that. You got to have like a good phone. Like my Asus Zenfone can do it. A few others can do it. But like a Samsung Galaxy J1 or an A series will not. It's like S series or GTFO. But yeah, so future of gaming is coming and it's looking pretty fucking sweet. I'm kind of anxious for it. But anyway, people, on that note, I'm going to shut her down here and let me know what you think of the whole MacBook port and VR thing. Yeah, and I'll talk to you guys after work. Alright, peace the fuck out. Alrighty, people, we're down another shift. Let's go. Well, actually, I want to go to Sobeys and see if I can scoop up anything that's ready to eat because I took out fuck all for dinner tonight and I'm hungry. So let's go to Sobeys and see if we can pick up something that's already cooked so we can just go home and drive it in our faces. But I was thinking a lot today at work about the whole steering wheel dilemma, like it's blocking the keyboard and that. And then I got thinking, you know, I only use it for when I play games like Euro Truck. I might try it out for Farming Sim. Now, when I used to use it on the other computer for Euro Truck, I had the keyboard kind of shimmy-shangied over to the left, and I would just reach over and hit the buttons needed if they weren't bound on the joystick on the steering wheel to do things like low beam, high beam. That's about it that I can think of right now for controls that I would access. Everything else I had it bound to a control button on the steering wheel or whatnot. So I could always put the keyboard off to the side to make it more accessible because I got that whole side area because it's an L-shaped desk, right? So I got the whole side area wide open, ready to be used for whatever I need it to be used for. Oh, fuck. Well, that wasn't a cop, thank fuck, because that would have been probably would have fined me just to make the quota. But anyway, yeah, I can just put the keyboard off to the side a bit and reach over and tap it when I need to, and then I can have everything sitting right in front of me ready to rock. And if I want, I can put the mouse down below to look around and, you know, do what I got to do there. So that's an option. And when I'm not using the steering wheel, instead of doing like having it just stay there all the time, I can just unclamp it from the desk and put it on the top shelf right beside my desk. I'll show you when I get home. And this seems like probably the best idea that I've had for managing both the keyboard and mouse controller and steering wheel games. Because I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll build something or I'll lift the steering wheel up or I'll do this, I'll do that. And I'm like, no, I got a better idea. Why don't I just move it? It takes 2 seconds. You just pop the little pressure squeezy. Like they got this like, they got this little, when you fasten it to your desk, you turn these screws, not screws, like they're like fucking hand grip things. And you crank on them to the right and it tightens them up like a C-clamp. And then you crank them to the left and it loosens them up just like a C-clamp. So all I gotta do is just loosen them up, take the wheel, put it up high when I'm not using it. It's out of my way, it's not causing any problems. And then like if we do racing like a Assetto Corsa or Euro Truck or anything that requires the wheel, dirt, whatever we do, or I do, or whatever happened, I can just take the wheel down, bolt it back on, move the keyboard off to the side. That's the other reason why I wanted the wireless keyboard where it is, because it's easy to put that thing places. You don't have to worry about cable management. You can just move it. So what I'm doing on the old XPS computer is I've put the, oh, son of a cigarette, what the hell is it? I put the old CyberPower PC keyboard and mouse there because they sucked for gaming and they're fine for just typing and using. So I just put them there for the time being, and that should hopefully resolve that issue. And what the fuck is up with that Honda?
Honda Civic. Look at the taillights on it. Sweet Jesus Murphy. So yeah, so that's the battle plan there. We'll get that done. I checked the order for the computer. It'll be here on Monday, and got paid from PayPal today for paid from PayPal, for fuck's sakes. Got paid from Fullscreen today for the YouTube. So with that money and the money donated, we had enough to order up DK's new video card. So he should be getting that shortly too. So that's right on, right on. So everybody who contributed, big thanks to that. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out to the streams. Really appreciate that too. And once again, thanks for contributing to DK's video card. He should be getting that probably on Tuesday, I think it is. So he should have the 1060 on Tuesday, and that'll be ready to go. And then, yeah, he'll be able to get some fucking video gaming going and probably make more gaming content and actually have it look half decent, because I imagine Arc on his computer looks like PS2 graphics, because I've seen there's a group out there called Neebs Gaming, and they just got these new Xiax or something like that computers, and they're showing what the video looked like on Buddy's computer that he was playing on. And I guess he's playing on a laptop with, I want to say, onboard, probably not dedicated graphics. And, like, yeah, not exactly the most flattering of visuals. And Arc is a very pretty game where you can crank all the visual settings. So I'm pretty sure you're going to get some good Arc scenes out of DK, as well as some great Grand Theft Auto angles. Especially if he decides to stream too, and he streams to YouTube, so a lot of you who can't watch Twitch because of whatever your reason may be, you'll have DK to fall back on YouTube. So that way there, when we're gaming at night playing Grand Theft Auto, we got both platforms covered. My angle on Twitch and his angle on YouTube. People ask me if I'll ever go back to YouTube, and honestly guys, I don't know if I can. I'm a little upset with the way Twitch is so much easier. You just load up the game, set it up in Twitch, make sure the preview looks good, hit stream, done. It fucking broadcasts it to Twitch instantly. With ScrewTube, you gotta go in, you gotta set up an event, you gotta fucking type in so much information, like you gotta title it, you gotta tag it, you gotta fucking... Oh, it's just way too much bullshit just to do a live stream. And all that's because the VOD at the end is... becomes once you're done streaming, the video becomes a video. All your information that you set gets tagged to it, and then you're done. So I understand the logic behind it, but Twitch is just so much fucking easier, less headache, less nonsense, and it doesn't fill up my channel with like these 5-hour fucking gaming vids. So I'm still going to upload the racing footage from GTA to Skaven Games as I come across it and edit it. But I think I'm going to keep the streaming over on Twitch and work on that platform for streaming and so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm going to go inside and get my shit. And I'll talk to you guys more at home. Peace. Yeah, got another one of these China bags. I only showed you that part because, anyway, the only thing else on there is my address. And that's it. So let's crack into this bitch. Looks like a Faux Pro, and it's got a screen on it. Sports cam, 1080p, eh? A Faux Pro. I found out where this shit's been coming from, guys. It's been coming from from GearBest. I guess they've been watching my videos, and when they see me dicking around with like a sports camera, like the GoPro Session that I got like a month or two ago, I got back into electronic cigarettes and all that, and they noticed that. I've always been in the electronic cigarettes. But they noticed that I got back into them and I was talking about them a bunch more. They started sending me things that I talk about. So, fuck, maybe I should start talking about a lot of money. Anyway, I'm going to deal with this probably sometime later in the week, like on Saturday or Sunday or something like that. Tomorrow's Saturday. Like Monday or Tuesday. We'll do an unboxing video of this thing and show you more about it. And that'll be a video on the channel. I don't expect much. I really don't. They give it a lot of praise. It comes with a handlebar mount. Mount 1, mount 2, it looks like it used a standard GoPro shit. Uh-oh. Oh, that was disgusting. But, does it actually come with that shit, or is that what it can use? I don't know. We'll find that all out in the review video. So it's 1080p plus waterproof. Oh, Jesus. 1080p at 15 frames per second, boys. Watch the frig out. This thing's going to take amazing video. Probably shoots in AVI format, too. Lovely. So we'll figure around with this then and see what kind of a pile it is. Full HD, my ass. Yeah, as for the steering wheel, what I was thinking was like all you do is you loosen these up, right? Like that, like that. Take this off. Then I can just move it up here when it's not in use and then just cinch her back down. Now it's out of the way. If I want, I can take my keyboard. I don't want to have it on that tray. Set it up here. Close the tray. Get that out of the way. Yay, yay. And when I'm playing with the steering wheel, worst case, I just move the keyboard over here. Steering wheel's here. I can still reach over and press keyboard buttons as need be. Drive. Have the mouse here and the shifter there. Should be pretty good. So, I say we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. All we need now is the computer to get here so I can move my gaming rig back here and get on with the show. I was thinking about building a soft light box for that one. Wrapping some sort of cardboard around it, using the cardboard from the monitors or something. Tinfoil on the inside and wax paper on the outside as a bevel, as a diffuser to diffuse white light down on me. That might work. And that might help out with the green screen behind me, I don't know. But we'll fuck around with it, we'll figure shit out when time comes. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut the vlog down here and call her quits for tonight. I got to get to bed, I got to get up early tomorrow and go back for work. So on that note, thanks for watching my video today. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Let me know what you think of VR and using your phone as a headset. Look it up on YouTube. You'll find videos of people how to do it. Let me know what you think of the new MacBook. If you think Apple really screwed the pooch on deleting the USB ports and SD card readers and basically replacing everything with 4 USB-C ports. Sure, it makes the MacBook slimmer, but slim laptops are laptops that can't breathe. And when a laptop can't breathe, it overheats. And when shit overheats, shit breaks. Usually how it works. But anyway, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Hope to read your comments. And until next time, guys, keep on vlogging.